Good evening, Cardinal families. This is Mrs. Dubois. We wanted to touch base with you about some changes that are being made. The 6th grade team has received a lot of emails from parents and feedback from students. These emails from parents included quality questions and useful suggestions. What these emails did not include were complaints. We have not received a single negative email, and we are so thankful to each and every family for the amount of patience, support, and flexibility you have shown over the first 2 weeks of school. We are confident now more than ever that we will overcome any obstacles that may come our way and make this school year a booming success. We have used each of your quality questions and useful suggestions to compile a document called 6th Grade Learning Improvements. This document was sent out earlier via email, and we'll also be sending it out via Remind and on Facebook. But we wanted to go through some of the questions in a video. We know how busy some of you are and you might not have time to read through it. So we're going to answer the questions that came from parents in this video. The first question that we had from parents was this: my student is having a hard time navigating the 6th grade Google Classroom. There are a lot of assignments to manage all in one place, and I'm not sure which assignments they're supposed to complete each day. Do you teachers have any suggestions for helping my student become more organized? As a matter of fact, Mr. Howard has a few suggestions.
Okay. Sorry, bad habit. The 6th grade team has made the following improvements to help your student become more organized. Originally, we thought that one Google Classroom would be better for students. Based upon parent and student feedback, we were wrong, and this is okay because we're learning too. To help students better organize their assignments, we have created separate Google Classrooms for each homeroom for each subject. Students that were learning at school on Thursday, September 3rd, have already joined the Google Classrooms. If your student has not joined these individual Google Classrooms, their join codes were sent via email earlier today and were also shared via Remind text. These codes will also be posted on their original 6th grade Google Classroom. Assignments will now be posted to all subjects' Google Classrooms daily instead of weekly. Daily assignments will be posted by 8:30 a.m. each morning.
Thank you much, Mr. Howard. Our next parent question is this: my student finished all of their work for the week. Can you give them additional work? Mrs. Maney has the answer to this.
Yes and no. In this new normal of digital learning, administration has asked that for 6th grade we assign between 2.5 to 3 hours of work per day. Therefore, we have developed a plan that will meet the needs of all students. Daily, students will be assigned a 30-minute lesson per subject: reading, writing, math, science, and social studies. This equals 2.5 hours of learning each day. If your student finishes their work early, each subject area will have a list of extension activities listed on their Google Classroom. These activities are not required and are instead provided to extend your students' learning.
Thank you much, Mrs. Maney. Our final question is this: my student said they finished all of their work for the week. Can you teachers check to make sure my student finished everything? If they did finish all of their work, can they stay home? Mr. Bissett has the answer to this.
We cannot pre-grade your students' work or grade it before it's due. However, we have some suggestions or clarifications that will hopefully help to keep you up to date with your students' weekly progress. First, review assignments with your student. This is a huge bonus to having all instructional videos and assignments posted online. Many students are turning in their assignments but have not viewed the instructional videos. Therefore, their assignments are incomplete, not done according to the instructions, or are not done to the best of their ability. Basically, students are rushing through just to say that they are done. Second, all assignments for the week in all subject areas will be due at the end of the week on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Teachers will post grades within 1 week of the due date of the assignment. Note, if you see a check mark in PowerSchool, This means that the assignment has been turned in but not yet graded. For in-person learners, if you have reviewed assignments with your students and are confident they have completed the assignments to the best of their ability, yes, your student is welcome to stay home. Of course, the decision to keep your student home is ultimately up to you, the parents. For in-person learners, if you decide to keep your student home, please email your student's homeroom teacher to let them know.
Thank you, Mr. Bissett. Now that we've answered many of the questions that we've received from parents, we hope that you have a better understanding about the changes that will be taking place starting next week. We know that these changes may cause some confusion at the beginning, but we are confident that these improvements will tremendously benefit your students' learning experience. Thank you, Cardinal families, and have a wonderful weekend.